The girls are teaching English, or the sounds of farm animals. Teaching a class. Our little missionaries. Thank you, Jesus.
Hi, guys. How are you? Hey, and welcome to the Virtual Stage Live. I'm your host, Pam Jones, and this is episode 20. And I have with me my very special guests, Leilani and Kelsi Daly. Woo! Come on, let's give it some noise. Yes, we are so happy to have you. They're joined by their beautiful parents, Christopher and Minerva. So let's give them a hand tonight. Welcome to the virtual stage. We're so happy that you are here with us. And thank you. Thank you for letting me come to your home tonight. We have a lot to cover. I mean, this family is absolutely loaded. I would say that because, I'm single. But you guys are daily deep, is what I want to say. You're daily deep. I had a pleasure of interviewing your cousins, niece and nephew, Andrew and Reagan Daly, about a month ago. And I was just so happy to do that. I've also had the pleasure of being in your presence at certain holidays, family gatherings, maybe. So it's just a pleasure to see how they've grown up and how beautiful they are. Look at them. My goodness. So, girls, how old are you? Let's see.
I am 12 years old, and I am 11 years old.
12 and 11. So let the audience know which one is which.
I'm Leilani, and I'm Kelsi.
Leilani and Kelsi. Those are beautiful names. How did y'all come up with those names?
It wasn't me.
Well, you picked Kalisa's name.
Yeah.
And I picked Leilani's name. I had met a girl a long time ago, and her name was Leilani, and it means heavenly flower.
Mm-hmm.
And when you apply it to a baby or a child, it's heavenly child. And that was it.
That is awesome. Well, I am so happy to have you today. And guess what? We are, what are we, like 7 months deep into this pandemic? Has it been 7 months? That's a long time.
I thought it was like 5 years. Are you sure it's only been 7 months?
It feels like 5 years, but it has been, we're like 7 months, I think 7-8 months deep into this situation that we're in, which led me to do the virtual stage. I was looking forward to opening my school actually this last summer in June, and I just didn't feel safe doing it. Everything was shut down, and so I ended up doing the virtual stage live, and this has been such a blessing to me, just to go into families' homes and just to see how awesome their children are. Tell me, Leilani, how are you coping with this pandemic?
It's different. I'm not used to it. It's I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird.
I like being out and going around like stores and stuff. It's been hard not doing that. So I would say it's for sure different.
Yes. How about you, Kelsi?
It's different, yeah. I miss seeing family, but it's not good to travel around a lot. And yeah.
How y'all doing with wearing the mask and social distancing from people you don't know?
It's I know I just know I'm keeping them safe, so I'm just gonna keep on wearing the mask I know that I'm keeping people safe.
That's good. That is so good. And so are you back on campus or are you doing virtual school?
I go to the campus this Tuesday, which I'm very excited.
Why are you excited?
I haven't been to a school in 3.5 years.
That's good.
I'm very excited, and it's my first year of junior high.
Oh, congratulations. So you leaving your sister, is she going to be at the same school? Is it the
I'm going to be in 6th grade, but in Mexico, they don't count 6th grade as middle school, so that's why it's Leilani's first year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I forgot you guys went to Mexico. Okay, let's get back to that. Okay, let's go back. So you're 12 and 11, right? So I need for you to share with those who are watching your experiences in other countries. So tell me how old were you when you went away for the first time, and how old were you when you went away for the second time?
So for the first time, I think we're about 8 and 9. Yeah, 8 and 9, and yeah. And the second time, I believe we were like 9 and 10. I think we're still 8 and 9. 8 and 9. No, I just turned 10. Yeah. And Kelsi and KK turned 9. Well, KK.
Who's KK?
Oh, that's her nickname.
Okay, all right. I like that. That's cute. Okay, so Mom, Dad, why don't you jump in right here and tell us a little bit more in detail where were you guys? Okay, so just so everyone's clear, they didn't go by themselves. Let's just make that clear to everyone, because we don't want them to think that you sent them. But go ahead, you can elaborate a little bit more on that.
It started about back in 2014 when we made the decision to go with our church to do the first mission trip.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Ensenada, Mexico. We worked with YWAM, and through YWAM, Home to Hope, we built a house. And then we went back in 2016, did the same thing. And that nudging, that wanting to and feeling purpose was really strong. So in 2017, we decided to bring the girls along. They were already figuring out how to do it full time. Yeah, like how can we sell everything and go do this full time?
Really, that is awesome. So, what made you guys want to do this full time?
I just really liked it. It was so fun going on field and seeing the family reaction to getting their house, because it's awesome. It's I don't know.
So you build the homes from the ground up. There's nothing there, and you just build them, or you fix the home up.
So there's a there's just a
slab.
Cement. It's like a cement slab, right? That's what and then we do everything from there. So we get all the wood, and I don't know how to explain it.
You build it. You build it.
In 2 days.
Wow! In 2 days?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow!
It's 8 hours working each day, roundabout. We were taking a family that was sleeping on the dirt or literally living in a shack, no lights, and you're giving them 3 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms and a kitchen with some appliances. I think the main thing is we're giving them hope.
Yeah.
And showing them the love of God. That is the main thing. Is bringing that love and spreading it.
Wow. So what did you do to make or to instill in your children this type of purpose or drive to help or to assist or to love and to serve? How did you guys do that? Because a lot of children are, no slight to my audience, please. A lot of children are, PS4, Xbox. I'm not going outside to do anything. Kind of kids, and if it doesn't benefit them, then they're not really interested in doing it. So how did you focus them into that?
So with missions, it started way before 2014 because we were doing local missions,
Hmm.
and we involved our girls in everything from setting up the church for service, cleaning the church, just servant leadership. We showed them that being a leader means to serve others with your giftings, your talents, your life.
Wait, say that again.
So we taught our kids that being leaders meant servanthood, and
Yes,
that we are to serve others with our gifts, our talents, and our life.
that's great.
That is
That's good.
leadership.
Hmm.
Everything about them is for others. It's not about them. Yes, you're important. God sees
Hmm.
you,
Yes.
but everything about you is to expand and extend His kingdom and to reach somebody.
Amen.
So, like for one Thanksgiving, they had saved. This is the time of their life where they had lost all their teeth, and their piggy bank was full. And I
Mhm.
said, well, what do you guys want to do? Like, do you want to bless somebody for Christmas? What do you want to do? Well, a month earlier, we had taken them on a homeless outreach in Herman Park, and we were feeding the homeless and just having fellowship. And then Ani was like, "Mommy, I want to bless the lonely people." And I wasn't understanding because she had maybe been 5, 6 years old at this time.
She called them the lonely
The
people.
lonely people.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, the lonely people. She goes, well, the people that we made hot dogs for at the park. And I go, oh, okay. She goes, I want to get them scarves and socks. And I even have a video somewhere on my Facebook where
Yeah.
they wanted to do a fundraiser and raise
Wow.
money to bring warm clothing and take up
Wow.
donations for the homeless. So it's something that we've done always. When they were babies, we were like, what are you? And they're like, I'm a world changer. That's why we have the shirts, because that's something that we have called our family since the beginning. Since we said yes to Jesus, that has been our heart. That's been our life.
Wow. 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 That is awesome. That is absolutely amazing. And the way that they are serving, so many people are afraid to even take children into that type of environment of feeding the homeless or, doing something of servanthood. Our kids are, um, they're different, and the way that you're keeping them humble and keeping them in servanthood is absolutely amazing. Leilani, tell me a little bit more about your feelings toward that.
I think I like when help serve because it makes me feel oh, um, like I can bring joy to somebody who hasn't had joy in a while and make them feel welcome and special and make them feel like they're important and they're
Yeah.
like just somebody who's just made to do nothing, but they actually are something
Mm,
so important.
that is awesome. So you did two, Chris, y'all said you did two. You went to Mexico twice, you said?
Um, well, we went several times, but the girls, before we decided to do missions full time, which we did full time for 2.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
they had been once before in 2017.
Oh, okay. Good. So tell us a little bit about Thailand.
Well, Thailand is predominantly Buddhist and Hindu and Muslim.
It's less than 1%.
Yeah, less than 1% Christian. So
Mm,
it's going there as a group. So after you do your schooling, the discipleship training school, you take what you learn through those 12 weeks and you go abroad.
mm-hmm.
We we were we got sent to Thailand. It was
12 weeks is a long time. That's
12 weeks. Cool. We were in Thailand for
For
8 weeks. So
okay. So you train to go for 12
right.
weeks
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then you go to Thailand for 8 weeks.
8
Mhm.
weeks.
That's good that you're trained because A lot of people just be like, yo, I'm getting ready to go over here to Thailand and everything. And you get there and you're pretty much shocked.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
So
I mean, we were fortunate. Like, it was amazing. My head's going everywhere. Like, oh man, I'm not eating a dog or some a frog or a tarantula, but it wasn't anything like that. The food was amazing, but more importantly, they're a warm culture, so they receive the love. So when you show somebody love, they receive it. And we were, how many was it? 14 people, and the girls.
They did better than most adults on the 2 months.
All the adults. Like,
they were the only children?
Yes,
children.
the only girls.
Oh, good. Oh,
the
good.
only kids on the trip.
And they did better than the adults?
No complaining.
Yep.
No, not even traveling, for how many ever hours, and the 12-hour time difference, and
sleeping on the floor in the village, and just they did great.
Nothing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so Kelsi, tell us a little bit more about, what made you adapt so quickly and easily to that?
I don't know how to it was, I don't know. I just felt like, okay, this is gonna be 2 months of doing this, and if you do this, you're gonna be I feel like helping people a little bit, and I don't know how we
It sounds like you had your game face on, really. It just basically sounds like you went into the situation knowing that, okay, I'm not in America. I'm here. And this is my situation, and this is how I need to adapt to that. So does that sound like right on the path of what you were thinking? Wow. What was the first thing that you did when you got back? Wait. What did you want to eat when you got back? What's the first thing you wanted to eat?
To Mexico, when we got back to Mexico.
Then when you got back to USA.
Oh, the first thing we wanted to eat was tacos. But we did eat Denny's, and it was really good.
You said Denny's?
Yes.
Did you like pancakes?
Mm-hmm. It was. I think it was 3:00 in the morning.
It was.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning. So tell us a little bit more about some activities that you are currently involved in. How are you keeping yourself busy these days?
I don't know. Feeding the animals. We've been feeding. So we live on a farm with our grandparents, and we've been feeding the animals.
Awesome.
And cutting grass.
Cutting grass. Now listen, let me tell you something. I do my research, right? So tell me about your TikTok stardom. I see that your whole family is TikToking. Tell us a little about this TikTok stardom that you have right now. Mom, dad, everybody.
So my mom and dad, my mom and my sister do videos. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't want to be a part of the videos. And then my dad secretly took a video of me because I did my hair, and it was
that was listen, out of all the TikToks that you did, the one with the bang.
The bang, yes. Because my hair shrinks so much. And it's supposed to be down to my chin, and it was all the way here.
That was the funniest thing. I mean, and then he had this song playing in the background about bangs.
I'm like,
and your bang was short as my hair.
I'm like, and he said, "Oh yeah, he showed me the video. I'm like, don't post it." It's oh, and then he posted it, and then he posted it on Instagram and Facebook. I was like,
it was hilarious.
80 views in like an hour. I'm like, oh my gosh, no.
Well, listen, think of it as bringing joy, because I laughed. You brought joy to me that day. I thought that was hilarious. So what's it like having a sister? How was it, this sisterhood relationship? Tell me a little bit about your relationship. What is it like?
Fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I think like we're more of best friends. I want to think about it because like we do everything together. We even we don't like to be apart from each other. So we had separate beds in our room, like across the room,
and put them together.
And we didn't like to sleep like different size. So we've been sleeping in the same bed. We were getting horrible. It's a twin size bed. So we're like,
that's so sweet.
And then my mom and dad's like, okay, we have to do something. So my mom was my mom, but we went to the store, we got zip ties. I'm like, what do we need zip ties for? So we got both of our beds and zip tied them together. So we currently have a king size bed.
Awesome. See, now you can just be there with your sister. That is good. That is good. It's good when sisters can, be good friends and grow up, and then you get married and then you have kids and then your kids will be best friends. And what's wrong, Chris?
High school first.
Slow all the way down, right? So tell me, Chris, who's your favorite daughter?
Oh man, there's no way to pick. I mean, you love them. My love for them it's unimaginable. There's things that KK's the cuddler. Leilani just out of the blue will come cuddle, and KK loves to get out there with me and cut grass, or I'm feeding the animals. She'll be right by my side.
And now he's like, I'm gonna make you breakfast.
Yeah, they show their love in a different way. So just being this quarantine time has really opened my eyes to like, man, they're amazing. I mean, I knew they were amazing, but just to know, to understand the differences of how they express their love. Because looking at KK, I'm looking at myself. Looking at Leilani, I'm looking at Minerva. So it's like
all your love is there, right? Oh, okay. So Minerva, same question. Who's your favorite?
Me.
Daughter. Who's your favorite daughter?
No exchange. So I'm in the long haul with this one right here. Yeah. I love my girls. They Khalees shows me how to we can go out on, because I walk every day. She'll come walk with me. She's like, oh, look at this. And she reminds me to stop and notice things.
Yeah.
Not to get so busy and caught up in what I'm doing that I'm missing the little things. And I love that about her. And I love how Leilani is she has a heart of gold. She wants to be everyone's friend, and she wants to love big. And she's super creative. I'm subbing at a local Christian academy, and she's making bracelets for all the little kids there.
Oh,
she never met the kids, but she wants to just bless them and oh, they're kids, and I want to make them these bracelets. And
yeah,
so they love big, they live loud, and it's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, that's good. And you guys are doing such an amazing job with them. Okay, girls, same questions.
Oh, God.
All right. Leilani, who's your favorite parent?
I don't think I can choose, but
but
no. I love how my dad, he always he knows when something's wrong. One time I was not having a good day. He was like, okay, let's go. And we went to the store together just to go to the store and just talk. And I really love that about him, because he just, I don't know, he just knows when something's wrong. And I don't know. And I don't know, I just love him too much.
Virtual hug.
Oh.
My mom, she's like my best friend. Like we do everything together, and like in the mornings I go walk with her if I finish my schoolwork already, and like we're literally like the same person. We both like to read, we both like to journal, we both like to do the same things, and like we could always like, I don't know, she's just amazing. I just love her.
Wow. Okay, Kelsi, it's your turn. Who's your favorite parent?
Um,
Daddy's like,
both of you guys are my favorite parents.
Good answer.
I like how I can go outside with my dad and just play outside with Lola and just help him with a lot of stuff, feeding the animals and go dump out the hog food. And I don't know, I'm very happy that I have my dad.
Oh, what about your mom?
I love my mom because we can just have our dance party session
that is true.
and we can go walk outside together, and I just love my mom too.
And it's good that, and what I'm hearing throughout this dialogue is that each of you take personal time with each of them. You don't, a lot of families do things together, and I know that you guys do a lot of things together, but I also hear that they're not lacking in their individual relationship building with each parent. What advice would you give to parents who are struggling with that piece, just allowing themselves to build relationship with each child?
That is something. The girls are 11 months apart. Okay. So they don't know life without each other. And of course, we used to dress them like twins and, because they were just so close in age. And people started treating them that way, like they were twins and they were just a one package deal. Instead of acknowledging the.
Oh, your speaker's not working.
Can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yes.
And we were doing that as parents. We weren't recognizing them specifically as individuals. So we were being intentional with how we were treating them and nurturing the specific things that they have individually. Like I want to nurture the craftiness and administration that Leilani has, and give her the opportunity to create and to have her to-do list and her plan, and that's how she functions. And I give her those responsibilities and set her up for that success. And I don't treat her how I would treat Kelsi. Kelsi is active, she's visual, she could write a story, and she's super active. So I nurture that about her.
Right.
And dig out that gold in them instead of trying to fit Kelsi and Leilani's box and trying to fit Leilani and Kelsi's box.
That's good.
I nurture the things that are in them because God gave them those things.
Yes.
And it's our job. Yes, they're our children, but it's our job. God blessed us with these kids to raise.
Right.
And our job is to nurture them in those giftings so they later take the stage and the platform to use those giftings and those talents to glorify God. And that's a big responsibility, and it's such an honor that God chose us to do that.
Wow, it's an honor that God chose you to do that. That's very, very good. And more parents, I think they realize that, but I think sometimes it's hard to not put them in a just a one deal box. So how important, Leilani and Kelsi, how important is your relationship with God?
I think it's very important to like have alone time with God, because like you need that, because if you don't know how to talk to, if you have something you need to talk about and you don't know how to talk about it with somebody else, or you don't want to, you can just talk to God about it, and he understands, because he knows how to help you with it, and he knows how to care for it, and he will take it away and make it better, and he will just make it feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but like it'll make it like um he'll make it feel like, I don't know. Um he'll
I
make
get
it
you.
feel
I
better.
get you.
Yeah.
I get you. Yeah, I get you. Chris, at what age or what point in her life did you know for a fact that she got it? Like, I get God. I get this. I get this relationship thing that I should have with him. But what point did you and your wife realize that?
Um, Probably before I had it all the way. I mean,
Wow. Mm-hmm.
um, she was probably 3, and we weren't saved whenever we had children or when we got married.
Mm-hmm.
We got saved. Look, they all they know is going to church, and all they know is the Lord, right? But there was
Right.
probably a 2 year span where we weren't saved and we had children. So Leilani was about 3. Mommy had just got saved. Daddy just got saved. Um, Leilani comes into the room. I'm gonna go to Africa to tell people about Jesus.
To Africa?
To
Yes.
Africa.
She woke me up. It was like 6:30 in the morning, and she's like, "Mommy, mommy," and I'm like, "Sister, what time is it? Like, what is happening?" She goes, "I'm going to Africa." And
Wow.
I'm like, "Why? Well, why are you going to Africa?" Because I'm gonna go tell people about Jesus. And then she ran out the room, and that's when I was like, "Okay, what?" She's like 3, 4, about to be 4, maybe. I mean, super young, doesn't know anything about Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Telling people about Jesus, and that's when we knew that God was in it.
Mm.
And like we said, we have involved them with everything from fundraising for
Mm-hmm.
our missions trip, fundraising to move to Mexico. There is no one. They have experienced the faithfulness of God,
Yeah.
and there's not because mommy says so,
Right.
or daddy says so. It's because they have witnessed it, and they have said it. Like, we've gone walking, and they go, "Mommy, God has been so faithful."
Yeah.
No one can ever take that from them. Never, ever, because
Okay,
they
yeah.
experienced it firsthand.
Yes. Yes. So,
It's
Khalees,
God.
go ahead. Yeah, he's a good guy. Khalees, tell us a little bit about your experience with God.
I talk to him a lot, and
Talk to him a lot. Me too.
and sometimes he doesn't answer like real quick, but you can sometimes feel it, like him like talking to you a little bit.
Woo! Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm so happy today. I'm happy about this conversation because, it's very seldom that you will find, kids just publicly, openly, and by the end of the week, there's usually like 1,000 views. But you have publicly displayed your love for the Lord openly, and I am so proud of you both, Chris and Minerva. I'm proud of the seed that has been planted and how you have recognized the gift that God has given you, and you are able to put that into them, share it with the world, set them up to share it with the world. I know for a fact that they will definitely she would definitely go to Africa, period. If that was something that was told to her when she was about 4, before she, that's her purpose. She will definitely do, what God has spoken to her or showed her in any kind of way. I understand that both of you are missionaries. You're working. You also have your own businesses. So for those of you who are watching, Minerva has a podcast, and if you're into podcasts, they are, I think it's iTunes. What other? I don't do Android, so.
There's so many. It's on pretty much all the podcast platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, Google
Okay.
Podcasts, Amazon Music. It's on all of them. You could just go to minervadaily.com and there's a link that will bring you to whatever podcast is associated with your phone or your laptop.
MinervaDaily.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so the name of the podcast is More Than Pretty and Unstoppable
Yes.
with Minerva Daily. And here is the MinervaDaily.com. And go ahead and follow this podcast. Tell us a little bit more about what it's about.
It is so with 2020, I kind of felt like, we got sent home because of the pandemic. And I was just like, God, during my time in Mexico, I was mentoring a lot of young ladies. And I was like, now what? Like that's what I do, like I love to speak life into women and especially raising two little girls, like,
Yeah, absolutely.
And God was like, how about you just start a podcast? Like, I was like, I don't know about that. That's kind of scary. But it's about helping women discover their gifts, their talents, their abilities, and how to kick fear in the face pretty much and be a voice, because God wants to use women for global impact. And we've had society and government and just different things that have tried to silence us for so long, when God has been trying to use us this whole time. And just breaking mindsets and fear and just how to just take that step forward.
Right. So if you're out there and you are into podcasts, and even if you're not, go ahead and try it. More Than Pretty and Unstoppable with Minerva. And also Coach Chris Daly. If you are looking for a trainer, if you're looking for some health tips, nutritional tips, things like that, this guy, let me tell you, if you can go and try to be his friend, he probably won't accept your friend request, but you do have the option on Facebook to follow him. So if you follow him on Facebook or you inbox him about sessions that you want to do, go ahead and get in touch with this guy. This guy is legit. Let me tell you. I mean, he and his brother made sure I had a roar and I'm able to do a couple of minutes, and so it's really, really an amazing thing to get your health together. He is the guy for it. Chris, tell us a little bit more about how I got into. You have a couple more minutes here, so tell us a little bit how you got into working out and things like that.
So when I was about 28, I just decided, newly saved, to figure out something to replace the bad things I was doing, to start doing something good. So I started going to the gym. I was about 120 pounds soaking wet. And so it was the opposite of being overweight. It was underweight, but you still go through the same mindsets.
Yeah.
So I just started lifting weights and figuring out a passion for it and understanding how the body and the muscles work. And so now I just started a 4-week program, digital program that anybody could do all over the world. Just go to the website, click the link, and I just want to help people. I would love to see longevity in adults.
Yeah.
Your children are going to do what you do. Not what you tell them not to do, but what you do.
Yeah.
I want to see longevity in adults. I want to see men and women in their 40s and 50s and 60s feeling like youth and alive, not moping and every time you get up.
Oh, yes. Wow. So that is amazing. And you have passed that spirit on to your daughters, from my understanding. And before we close out, I want, what's that, Leilani? Tell me a little bit more about the business that you are thinking of doing.
So I'm thinking of doing an online boutique called Between Boutique. It's for like girls my age and like older, because there's not a lot of boutiques that are for like girls my age. So I wanted to open one. I think it would be so cool to like sew clothes and model them, and I think it'd be cool because like not all girls my age get to have this opportunity. So I want to take this chance to make this clothing line, not like a line, but like
Yeah, like a boutique to sell those kind of clothes. Yeah, that is awesome. And Khalees, I saw you during the pandemic. You did some virtual training. Tell us a little bit more about that.
um. So I was thinking of doing a Zoom call of with little, well, not little kids, but kids like my age, of doing a workout, a 30-minute workout for like so they can be active while being quarantined.
Been quarantined.
And
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it has been absolutely an amazing night to get to know you all and get to know the dailies. And Minerva and Chris, y'all got it going on. I'll tell you that the Lord has been faithful and kind to you all. And I am looking forward to him to continue to bless what he has done for you. For those of you who would like to donate to any efforts as they plan to do other missions or train people to do missions, you can PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo them at the email on the screen. That money will go to good use. It will go to missions. It will go to training. So make sure you support that. And before we leave tonight, Leilani is going to read to us a scripture that she has been studying. I think that you're getting ready to do a challenge, right?
Well, I was gonna do it, but since school is starting, I want to focus on school.
Okay.
Since I'm just joining back again. So yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead. Good night. I want to say we're going to go out on this. Good night to everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for allowing me to come into your home and getting me footage for the week. Next week, we will have the Spiritual Butterflies all the way from Georgia. They are a praise team of teenagers, and they will be right here on the virtual stage. And I just want you all to know that you are absolutely what that t-shirt says, Khalees, world changers. And we'll continue to pray God's blessings on all of you. Okay. So let's go, Leilani. What do you have for us?
My favorite verse is, "He is in the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world did not know him."
Awesome. Explain it to us a little bit about what that's saying.
Because it's like, because Jesus was in the world. He ministered to many people, and some didn't believe him, and most did. And he did not force people to believe in him. He only wanted them to believe in him only if they wanted to. They didn't have to, and they gave them that choice. And I think it's good. Well, I think that he's a good God, that he didn't force them.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to. It was your decision. But he wanted you, because he wanted you to be in heaven. He wanted to be with you. And I think I like it first because it's like he was in the world. He did minister to people. And so
that is awesome. That is just beautiful. Thank you. So, Khalees, you have anything you want to add?
No.
We have this one last comment here that you have to do.
Hi, Uncle Davidson.
That is just like your uncle, isn't it? Well, I want to say good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. I love you all, and I will see you soon, hopefully. Okay. Y'all take care of yourself. Good night. Thank you, girl.